Can I go in the water? No, I can walk on water. Of course I can. Okay, so technically I'm not the son of the neighbor. I'm the son of God. What's up, guys, and welcome back to Hello Neighbor. Now, it's been a couple of days since I've played this game, mainly because I wanted to take a little time off and just try to gather my thoughts. And I've realized that I haven't gathered a whole lot because I still have no idea what is going on with this game, and that's what really frustrates me, and it's frustrated a lot of you guys. I saw people's reactions to the final episode, and nobody was really happy with it, just like I was, because I felt like, you know, we had a strong theory. I've been saying throughout development, throughout the entire time I've been playing this game, that when you come up with a theory, it needs to be based in evidence. It has to fit all of the evidence in the game. Otherwise, you're just writing your own story to the game rather than trying to figure out what's actually happening. So we had a theory, and it was gaining momentum, and it fit all of the evidence, and they were adding more and more evidence that was pointing towards it being correct. And then when the game launched, they just threw it all out. So much of what we discovered either didn't make it to the final game or is contradicted by stuff that they've added, so now we have no idea what's going on, and that really frustrates me. So I'm gonna make a last-ditch effort today. We're gonna go outside the map, we're gonna explore every nook and cranny in the neighbor's house, and just try to find any evidence that can point to what's going on in this game. And the reason that I'm saying all this in front of the main menu is because I've noticed that there is a little bit going on here. Clearly, someone's trying to urgently get in contact with the neighbor, and we don't know who that might be because nobody shows up to his house in the game, nobody calls him on the phone in the game, but again, I can't imagine that's the kind of thing that they would just throw in for the sake of throwing it in, so we'll consider that the first piece of evidence. I've also found a little bit more evidence that all of the signs might be some kind of anagram or word jumble. You know, missing turned to simming, happy birthday had all of the right letters, they just weren't in the proper order or number kind of thing. So here clearly we have shovel, but it's lovish. And then 30% off rather than off. So that's kind of interesting, and people also pointed out that our little neighbor friend is still over there. He used to be over here, right? He's not there anymore, they moved him further off. I don't think that that has anything to do with anything. Might be more of a game Easter egg than a story Easter egg. The biggest thing in this part of the game is that there is no picture. There is no protagonist with the neighbor, which means we're clearly not his son. So as of right now, it doesn't look like there are any mods or trainers that'll let us ghost and fly and get outside the map and stuff like that, and that means that I can't really do anything for Act 1 or Act 2, so we might need to revisit that in another episode, but fortunately for us, Act 3 does have a way to get outside the map built into the game. We found this out in a past episode, that if you come over to Unreal Engine missing script, totally working as intended. So we saw this last time. Still very curious who you are. It might be the neighbor's wife, which we have seen evidence of in the past. It might be the missing girl, and the missing girl might be the neighbor's daughter. But again, we're not 100% sure. I've just talked myself in circles for a few minutes, and in doing so, might have figured out who this is. Like, some people have thought, okay, this must be the missing girl because it has a very similar silhouette, but we saw that the neighbor was the one putting up the missing kids posters. He wouldn't be putting up a missing poster for a dead person. That doesn't really add up, especially because the neighbor knows of the death because he was there for it. We saw in the nightmares that there was a car accident, he was very upset, and there was a woman's shoe among all of the wreckage, and then in another nightmare, he was at a hospital, somebody passed away, just red line, and then he was very upset again. So that's whoever this is. It's an adult woman. I can't imagine it would be somebody that the neighbor just randomly hit and got upset about, so it must be the neighbor's wife. So if that's the case, we still have two missing kids, right? A boy and a girl, a potential son and a potential daughter, and kids that are being held in the basement, or somebody's being held in the basement. So there's one of two things that could be happening. Either the neighbor is kidnapping people, because he did kidnap me, and then he's just putting up missing kids posters being like, oh man, it's so weird, all these kids are going missing, I'm gonna try to help find them, don't check my basement. Or he's holding his own kids hostage and then covering it up, which seems real weird. So this is where the first act happened. The second act, it was around here, right? But it's different. So that was one thing that I was curious about was, did we actually move? Did we change houses? Or did something else happen? Yeah, there's the neighbor's house there, and I'm not seeing any evidence of the Act 2 house being out here. So I guess that it could just be gone. It's really weird that some of these houses have items, because most of them are set dressing, as you'd imagine. You can't leave the map, technically, so they should just be in the background. They're just something in the distance. You don't pay any attention to them. But why would there be, like, a swing here? And a mat, and a bunch of little items all over the place, if this is a house that we'll never see otherwise. Just doesn't really add up. But I'm pretty sure I'm in the right area, right? We had a hill leading down from the water tower, and the church was pretty close. So no evidence of Act 1 or Act 2 houses anywhere. Oh, here we go. Okay, we're moving towards the Golden Apple. I wasn't 100% sure where we were. So the mausoleum is definitely different. It's looking real sparkly. Real golden-ish. What is this? Hands shaking? This is weird. Again, nothing written on it. No evidence as to what this could be or why it's here. Well, I figured it would eventually turn into something, I just have no idea what that something is. It's not a mausoleum or a monument to somebody, it's kind of like a monument to the community or equality, or I really have no idea. Something completely different. Yeah, you see, Hooser Karmit, which would be supermarket. Did they retcon the whole Golden Apple thing? Oh my god, they did! Wow, that is weird. Like, after all of that, all of development, the entire hunt for the Golden Apple, all of the imagery, finally realizing that it's a supermarket, having so much supermarket imagery in the game, now it's just Pooser Karmit. Can I go in the Pooser Karmit? No, I cannot. Okay. Really weird. I mean, clearly this is the Golden Apple, right? Because we've still seen, like, coolers with the Golden Apple logo on it. There's a whole nightmare minigame around it. They just decided to not have it here anymore for some reason. I don't get the reasoning behind a lot of stuff that they do in this. I believe this is the gas station. This has never been interesting. Still nothing going on. Still physical. Still nothing here. Cars whizzing by. Curious what this sign says. Kalwam Ut Run Cruise. It's not even a perfect jumble either. Because it looks like welcome to something. Like, a name of this place might come in handy. We still have, the shark? Kind of. I mean, he's in there. Oh yeah, there he is. Yeah, among all the other glue and random items. We have our silent crow. Yeah, well, we drive in past here, so it's not out of the ordinary to see a little bit of extra set dressing. This is a cinematic, but nothing of interest yet. Sogtopol. Otherwise known as hospital, except in this case, all of the letters aren't even there, so the jumble is just... It's just nonsense. This entire game, it's nothing but empty fields of nonsense. We did have a nightmare of the hospital, so I can imagine why it would be like kind of visible from the house. Makes sense to have that area as set dressing to have a little continuity. But there's nothing going on outside, so no real reason. Kind of curious about this building down here, because this is one that's been developed slowly over time. We had thought that maybe it's a police station, maybe it's an orphanage. I guess there's some kind of reason for both in this game. All these houses are, again, set dressing, nothing interesting, just random. So what do we have? Missing kid poster is still there. Oh, the low piece. So it is the police station. Okay, and then this is the simming children. Can I take this? I don't have room. Okay, we're gonna drop a box. I'm just gonna take this with us because you never know when you're gonna have to reference. Previously, there was a pizza delivery truck that crashed into the lake, and we figured that that was probably gonna be the accident. I mean, it's kind of hard not to get in an accident when the roads are floating and people are going 100 miles per hour. But the accident did involve a pizza truck. It just wasn't here, right? It was like in front of a bunch of houses on a road. So this is completely different. Kind of random that it's here. What is that? Can I go in the water? No, I can walk on water. Of course I can. Okay, so technically I'm not the son of the neighbor. I'm the son of God. Did another pizza delivery truck cream into the lake? Doesn't look like it. What is this? This is... Oh! This is satellite? Why would there be a satellite here? Or maybe it's just a satellite dish and it broke off something? I mean, there's nothing around. There's no evidence of aliens or anything like that in this game. What is this? So there are markings here. Can I see my reflection? No, I can see the reflection of my item, of course. So there are some kind of weird markings on it, but they don't look like anything important. We have like maybe a star, what's that, like a camera, a radio. More nonsense. It's completely quiet out here. There's no background noise, there's no music, and it's really off-putting. I'm just waiting for something to pop out of the water and scare the pants off me. Is there anything going on with this random boat? No. Invisible walls. Nothing. What about this boat? This must be the recovery crew. Area 51 is going to pick up their stuff. Okay, I guess we can go up to the factory. It's funny, one theory that I saw in the comments was that the neighbor wasn't driving the car, he was actually driving the pizza delivery truck. Because he's always wearing gigantic gloves and he probably does work at this factory. Maybe it's a pizza factory. I don't think pizzas are made in giant, like, nuclear factories, but it could be a massive pizzeria. You know what? Who knows? There's no evidence to suggest otherwise, and it's not gonna let me inside, so we'll never know. The final stop for our tour brings us to Weyron Krub's Yalusk. Like, I don't know, there's an SOOHL, so it's kind of there for school, but there's a bunch of extra letters and I don't know. Speaking of extra letters, people seem to think that this says something that it doesn't. That is an L. I do not see any additional dashes there. That says luck. So, mine's out of the gutter. And oddly enough, I haven't spotted the thing, the Shadow Boy, whatever you want to call him. I feel like every other iteration of the game, he's been out here somewhere. He's kind of hard to miss, right, in this open green nothingness. But haven't spotted anything, so I guess that's really all there is out here. Not a whole lot. Actually, nothing in all reality. Just the tombstone that we had already seen, and then a bunch of other minor changes that kind of remove story. Okay, calm your tits. So I did a quick lap around the neighbor's house and haven't found anything in the immediate vicinity, so I guess that's everything for outside the map, but there are a few things with the house that I'm still interested in. There are a few rooms from the outside that I can't identify what they correspond to inside. So there might be some places in the house that we haven't gone to yet, and we finished the game, so clearly there's got to be something additional in there. And then there's also this weird little thing on the pole. We used a cheat to get up there, but we might be able to climb up to the top of the windmill and jump and make it. There used to be like a code or something there of interest, so you can check that out too. Come on, yes, finally. They did something weird with this window. I never went in there before, right? Because I skipped over the birthday game. I didn't need to get the gun, so I didn't have to go in there and get the last mannequin. And I've spent like the last 5 minutes trying to throw stuff up at it, and nothing reaches anymore. Look at this, you get the super throw right off the bat, and when you throw stuff, it just doesn't come close. So I managed to find a VCR, and that just barely made it, but now I'm curious, what's going on with this room? I don't really understand why they do this, but when you beat the game, you have to restart. You can't return to the act the way it was, so there's no real hunting for secrets unless you want to play through the entire thing over again, which I'm probably not gonna do, kinda hoping that I can just make it work. Yeah, you see, I'm a little bit more hesitant doing that move now because they've updated the game once again, and when you get hit by the train, it kills you. Also, not 100% sure how he always sees me when I'm up here, but it never fails. Oh, okay. No, we're good. We are good. There we go. Okay, let's open this up just for the sake of doing so. I'm gonna grab that because I really don't want to have to do that again. Now, I believe, oh no, right. I haven't made the plant sad yet, which means I can't move around up here. Which means I can't get over there or up there. Can I, maybe just like feather my way across? Yeah? That'd be cool. Okay. Yeah, that'd be cool. I mean, I don't really need to access this hatch. If you just let me get up here. Come on. Oh, you're not gonna work with me, are you? Okay, so I can't get up there without the stupid item, which is gonna take me ages to get. I wonder if it's worth it to go over there. I would say that it has to be something there, right? But for now, I think I need to jump off this end. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I need to jump like right here. And no, it fixed itself. Why? Am I good? How? How do you see me right now? Okay, sorry, but you're done. No. Why? It broke it. Oh, but it just like ejected me, and now I need to do everything over again, including that jump. I stand by the fact that the neighbor is the worst part of Hello Neighbor. I am not moving, but he continues to see me and then not see me and then see me and not see me, and none of it makes sense. It doesn't need to, I suppose. Okay, let's try that stupid jump again. So, tomatoes, oh no. You're gonna screw with me here. And I need to get, no, why is this, okay. Oh, there's lots of roof left underneath me, okay. Why is this difficult? Neighbor, you can't see me, stop pretending you can see me. Okay, I'm just gonna, there we go. There we go, that's much more quiet, okay. So, if I can manage to jump. I made the jump last time, that wasn't a problem, it was the window. Now I haven't been caught since I broke the window. So, it should not be there. Yes. Okay, let's take this again. Weird. So there isn't a mannequin here. So there's no reason for the player to be up here other than to see, ooh, this stuff. Holy crap, okay, this is what we've been looking for everywhere. This is everything, right? That's the neighbor's family. He has a wife, he has a daughter, he has a son. The son is not me. And as we can see, wife, daughter, then son? Very interesting. I think, I think I got it down. I've had a couple of running theories going throughout this episode, but I don't want to explain it all right now while staring at a photo. If you guys want an entire theory video explaining all of the game, start to ending, all of the acts, all of the nightmares, everything that is going on, because I think I finally freaking get it, then be sure to let me know. It'll take me a few days because I want to really play through the game again and gather up all the footage to show you guys everything as I explain it, but I think that it's not crap. It's kind of still crap, but it's not awful. Thanks so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.